Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is another just sit down vlog. This week I have gotten myself into a lot of things. In the video, I'm going to be talking about Knit City Toronto, which happened last week, and I'm going to do a little haul of the things that I bought. I haven't used anything. It's been like in the bag I bought it in since last week, so that way I don't lose anything. I'm also going to be talking about my current project, which is the Fox cardigan, which is going very viral right now, from Project Hail Mary, which I still haven't seen. I know, I'm hoping to see it this week. My goal is to like make the sweater and then go see it because I've seen like so many good reviews, and I know I probably should see it before I make something. And then I'm going to talk about a few new yarns that I purchased and some future projects that I'm excited about. If you are new to my channel and you like crocheting and yarn and knitting and the 80s and thrifting and like all that jazz, why not hit the subscribe button? I know on my Instagram is kind of blowing up right now because of the Fox cardigan. If any of y'all have come from over there and here and you want to subscribe to keep up to date with my latest videos, please subscribe. So we're going to go over what I did last week. So on March the 28th, me and my sister took the train to Toronto to go to Knit City. It was right outside the train station, which was great. Kind of funny is when I was looking at the map, I'm like, oh, this place isn't that big. There's not a lot of booths. And then once we got in there, I was wrong. There was a lot of booths that I kind of wanted to go like double back, and unfortunately we just kind of forgot. I think we were there for like 2 hours. There was so many booths to look at, but I did grab some business cards for some of the booths, so then that way maybe I wasn't able to buy anything that day, but I can now follow them online and purchase things through their website. My sister was looking for certain yarns. I think she's looking for DK weight yarn because she wants to make a cool sweater. She's unsure sure what type of stitch she wants to do, but she wants to crochet a sweater with a bunch of DK weight yarn that she gets from a bunch of different people. I was more looking for notions and knitting accessories and crochet accessories, things that I wouldn't be able to find at like a normal like yarn store, things that I would want to buy online, but sometimes, you know, with shipping and everything, I'm like, do I want to pay that for shipping? So like being able to see it in person and buy it in person is why I love going to these events. I didn't buy any yarn this time, but I don't like buying yarn online. So if I can see the yarn in person and be like, oh, I actually like this in the future, make a mental note that I would buy this online because I've, you know, seen it up close. There was some really, really cool booths. Yeah, we had a really fun time at Knit City. Also, shout out to the people that came up and said hi to me and told me that you love watching my videos. Thank you so much. It was so great meeting everybody, and I hope you guys had a really good time at Knit City. Of course, I bought the bag because I need a souvenir. I love souvenirs. Knit City Toronto. It's a very nice canvasy bag. I can't get enough of canvas bags. I have so many projects now going. I used to be a one project person, and now it's like I'll start a project. I'm like, oh, I like to do that project. Then I'll start that project. I'm like, oh, I want to do this project. Then I'll start that project. And then I'll have too many projects going on. And then my problem is also like buying yarn. It's like that saying where buying yarn and using the yarn are two different hobbies. I can't agree more. Anyways, I got this really cute tote bag, and it has a zipper on the back, and the bag itself has a zipper, which I'm pretty sure they did this because they probably knew everyone's going to use these as their yarn bags, because there's a zipper so you can zip it up and your yarn and project is not going to fall out of it. So I'm really excited to use this. Unfortunately, the current project that I am making is way too big to fit into this bag. Even though this is a pretty decent sized bag, it's too big for the bag. Also from Knit City, I ended up getting a Bagoo bag. I've always wanted one of these bags. Everyone has them, and I just wanted to see what the hype is. So it comes out. Kind of looks like those old school bags you would get at like a convenience store that says like thank you, but it says make things. And then it says Knit Social on the bottom. Just the way this bag feels different than all my other reusable bags. I know, I shouldn't just keep buying reusable bags, but I like how it folds up nicely. It can just be tucked away in its bag, and it's very lightweight. Sometimes I buy these reusable bags and they're just kind of like bulky and they don't fold nicely, and then I lose the bag. I don't know, but Anyways, I bought that. I also got 2 stickers from Knit City. I don't know where these are going to go because I'm pretty sure on my yarn book it's pretty full. I would like to maybe put this one on it if it will fit. If not, it's fine. I'll find a spot for it. Honestly, I thought I bought more things. I did not spend a lot of money in there. It was more just like go and check it out and see what it's all about, because it was me and my sister's first time going. Knit City, Canada, on the eastern side, goes between Toronto and Montreal every other year. So last year was in Montreal. This year it's going to be in Toronto, and I believe next year it's going to be in Montreal. And then there's one on the west coast, which I think goes between Vancouver and Calgary every other year. Fiber Forge was the week before, and I think I'm getting confused of what I bought then and then what I bought last week. Anyways, let's see, what did I buy? First up, I did go to Good Grief Yarn, their little booth. I've always wanted to go to their store. It is in Toronto, and maybe one day that will happen. So I bought these stitch markers. You know I love a good stitch marker, and these ones are retro. There is a TV with color bars on it, an old school camera, and BMO. I love BMO. If you've watched Adventure Times, then you know what I'm talking about. I love Adventure Times. And when I saw BMO, I'm like, BMO! And I had to buy it because of BMO. Next up, I ended up getting this little, what would this be called? A gauge thing for yarn and a little crochet hook in there for knitting. This is a knitting but also crochet tool. I understand what it is, but me trying to say it out loud is just not happening. So I was really trying to explain this in the video, but I, for some reason, couldn't form the words that I wanted to say. So I looked it up. It is a small, typically wood or acrylic tool used to measure the thickness of yarn by counting how many times it fits within a 1-inch notch without gaps or overlapping. This helps identify unknown yarn weights, determine wraps per inch, and ensure consistency in projects. And then it came with like a little crochet hook, which is great because now that I knit, sometimes if I drop a stitch, using a crochet hook to pick that stitch back up and fix it, very handy. And the brand is called Gooble's Tools. That's the brand right there. And then I ended up getting a sticker from them that says Knit City Toronto, little maple leaf on there, and like the little characters that they make. They had some really cute knitting cases, but I just don't need a knitting case at the moment, but I kind of do. Knitting cases are more expensive, and I just did not need to buy one that day. Then I ended up going to Addiction Yarns. I got these, I believe they're, what are they? Sanrio Hello Kitty stitch markers. There is one missing and is Pom Pom Perrin because I'm currently using that on a project. On the train there, I was crocheting something and I had forgotten a stitch marker. So I didn't have a stitch marker while I was walking around, but on the way back, I did put a stitch marker on it. And so I used my Pom Pom Perrin stitch marker for it, and it just has all the Hello Kitty characters. My favorite character growing up was definitely Hello Kitty, only because I only knew of Hello Kitty. I didn't know of all the other characters, but like now it's Pom Pom Perrin. I think I'm saying his name right. Now here's the thing, I know he's a dog. He just reminds me of my cat Whispers. Like my cat Whispers is like the same color. I don't know, he just reminds me of my cat, and that's why I think I love him so much. And like, of course, I play Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and he's like my favorite character on there. The last thing that I got, this crochet charm. Look at how cute this is. It says crochet on it with these like big bubble letters. It is from Full Moon Fibers. It is a bag charm, and it comes with a little kitty on it, which kind of reminds me of Totoro. A little bit. Totoro's colors are a little bit different. And then it has like these stitch markers on it as well. And I think this is like so cool. I saw this and I'm like, I need it. Even though like sometimes I'll see something like this, I'm like, I can make it. And I'm like, no. If I were to have made it, I probably would be spending more money on all of the accessories to make one, and then I'd have all these accessories, and what am I going to do with it? I'm just kind of at that point now where it's like, well, I could support somebody and buy it from them rather than going out to Michael's and spending my money at Michael's. You know what I mean? My sister got one too, and I think hers says Frog It or something like that, and there's a frog on it because she loves frogs. Me, not so much. I think this is probably my favorite thing that I bought at Knit City. Let's talk about the Fox cardigan. I was not planning on making this video because it wasn't on my radar. Did I see photos of Ryan Gosling wearing this sweater? Yes. Did I know where it came from? No. And I'm like, you know, maybe eventually I will design my own thing. I will make it in the fall when I can have more time to wear it. But then all of my friends kept sending me photos of it. And they're like, you got to make this. And I'm like, I do have to make this. So it is a pattern. on Mary Maxim. Originally, it was this wolf sweater. The production decided to make it a fox one and make it a little less sinister, because it is a little angry looking, for Ryan Gosling to wear in this movie. So far, I have the back panel done. Okay, it is a lot longer, all right, because I am crocheting this. I am taking the knitted chart pattern and making it into crochet. Now, I'm getting a lot of questions about how do you turn a knit pattern to a crochet pattern. Not all knit patterns can turn into crochet, and not all crochet patterns can turn into knit. However, the graph, that's all you technically need from the pattern, is the graph. Now, there are some people who are putting out their own graphs of the actual Fox version, because if you were to buy it on the Mary Maxim website, there are two versions. There's the wolf one that you can buy. That is what I bought. Or you can buy the kit, which the last time I checked was temporarily out of stock. Now, here's the thing. If you were to buy the kit, it's about $89 plus tax, plus shipping, plus whatever. You get the pattern, you get the Fox pattern, and you get the yarn and all that jazz. However, it is for knit, and the yarn that they're going to send you is chunky. So if you were to crochet it, you're going to make yourself a massive cardigan. So what I did is I just bought the wolf pattern and I altered it to make it look like the fox. Because again, the Mary Maxim one, the one that you would send you with the pattern, just converted the wolf to the fox by just changing the colors. They didn't really change the facial shape or any other details on the fox. I kind of took it upon myself to look at the photos up close of the one that Ryan Gosling wears and figure that out. And so that's what I did. I did forget to make this part connected. Like, I should have made this white connected here so he doesn't look so angry, because they look very, very, very angry, but the closer you get, they kind of look cute. They look cute from far away. They look a lot angrier. There are a few things that I did change on that pattern, basically just to do with the tongue and the eyes. And I also added a little bit of white on the tail. I think in the Ryan Gosling version, the tail tip is black, but I just thought it would look better if it was the same color as the fox. I got the back panel done the other day, and then I started one of the front panels. This is it, and this is my wind chime of yarn bobbins on the back. I got the paw prints down here. I got his little nose done. I'm almost at the eyes. I think it's turning out pretty good. Now, you might be like, Michelle, why do you got a giant hole in the middle of your project? I'm gonna make a pocket. But I'm going to make a pocket like I've never made a pocket in my entire life. And I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do a pocket in crochet, but this is what I'm going to do. And we're going to see if it works out. It is an experiment, because in the actual pattern, there is a pocket. So what I did was I left the same amount of chains that they did for the pocket. I just chained, I think I chained like 18 or something like that. And then I just kept going up. And what my plan is at the very end, when I am done this panel, right down here, I'm going to make some ribbing. That's going to be not that high up, you know, not to cover up his little mouth down there. I'm gonna make ribbing right on here, and then I'm gonna sew it down and sew it down there so you get a nice ribbing effect pocket. I have never done this. I don't know how it's going to turn out. It may be bad. It may be good. And then I just have to make a pocket for the inside. I am not 100% sure if I'm just going to use some fabric and sew it down, or if I'm going to crochet it and then sew it in. I don't know about that yet, but I definitely wanted to make a pocket. And if it doesn't turn out well, then I'll just sew it up and we'll just pretend it never happened. I don't want to talk too much about this because I will have a full video. I just wanted to give a little update, but all I'm doing essentially is just kind of taking the graph part of the knitted project and crocheting it. And I am using a thinner yarn than they suggested. I'm using an Aran Weight 4 medium yarn by the Loops and Threads brand, Colorcraft, and Soft Classics. They're basically the same thickness. I think the Soft Classics is just a little bit thicker than this. This would technically be Craft Smart, if y'all remember Craft Smart. Can't believe I have to say that. It's only been like a year or two since they discontinued it. But they're like a thicker weight yarn, and if I were to do this again, which I might because there's some duck patterns that I really want to do, I probably would even go a little bit smaller than that, like maybe the Loops and Threads Impeccable. So it is going to be a little bit longer than the original project. I also am not doing, like you see right here, in the actual pattern, there would be like a cutout here. I didn't do that. These are all going to be square boxy pieces, okay? And then I'm just going to sew them together. So I just wanted to give you a little update on this. I will definitely be having a full YouTube video talking way more in detail of everything that I do, everything that I did. Kind of hoping this week. Don't know if that's going to happen because this is one of the front panels. I still got to do another front panel. I still got to do 2 sleeves. I still got to sew it together, and I still have to do ribbing and add buttons. I am doing buttons on this, even though the original one had a zipper. I just like buttons better. We'll see how far I get. I would love to, but if not, that's fine. That's just my little update on my fox cardigan. Now, before we end this video, I do want to talk about some new yarn that I got for future projects. Now, everybody has been asking me, have you seen the loon sweater? Are you going to make the loon sweater? Yes, I want to make the loon sweater. I bought the pattern way back, I think, in January. I'm pretty sure it was January, early February, around that time. It has taken about 2 months for the yarn that I wanted to get to my local yarn shop because I did not want to just use any yarn. I wanted a very specific yarn. It finally came in. It is the Cascade 220 yarn. It is 100% Peruvian Highland wool. The color of it is 9465. I will figure out what the color is online. It is like this heathered brown, which I have used for other projects in the past, and it's so pretty. This is going to be the main color of the loon sweater, and then I'm going to use this off-white for the loons and any other little details. Unfortunately, I can't work on this right now, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to work on it. I need to finish the fox cardigan. Then I need to continue working on that flower cardigan that I was making last week, and I probably would be close to be done that project if I didn't start the fox one. It's fine. I need the fox one done first. And then after that, I'm not too sure. I think there's a Tunisian project that I really want to do. So this one might have to wait a while, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to make it. But if you think about it, I'm not really going to have enough opportunities to wear it till the fall time. But at least I have the yarn, so when I am ready to do it, I have the yarn. And then yesterday I did go into Michael's and I found a new yarn that I really want to do. And there is a video that I kind of want to make, and if y'all are interested, please let me know. But there are 2 new yarns to me, that Michael's have come out with that I would love to do a video of me trying to crochet them and see how that goes. First one, I forgot in the house, but it was the one that I was working on the way to Toronto. It is a merino wool, which I'm so surprised that Michael's even has that as a thing. And it's actually really soft and it's working out really nice. I didn't finish it, so I kind of want to finish it for a video. So now I'm putting that one aside. Again, another one I have to put aside. When I'm ready to do that, that one might even be this week, because if I don't think I can get my fox cardigan done by Friday, I'm going to have to pivot and do something else for this Saturday's video, and then that will give me more time to work on this. We're just gonna have to see how it goes. I think I'm gonna give myself till Tuesday, and if I can't see a finish line for the fox cardigan, like if I can't get it done by Friday, then I'm gonna have to put that on hold and work on something else. Anyways, this is the yarn that I bought. It is Big Twist. Again, Big Twist is new to Canada, so I'm kind of excited to see how it works out. It is Big Twist, and the brand is called Gigi. The color is, can you believe it? It's called Retro, because of course it is, but it's like this beautiful periwinkle color, and you know I'm kind of obsessed with that color lately. It's this thicker wool, and it's actually, where is it? It's 65% acrylic, 25% wool, and then it says 10% PES, which is polyester. So I don't know why they're trying to make that fancy, but it looks like there's little flowers on it, and I kind of want to make just a cute crochet bag. A pillow would also be nice, but I like using the things that I make, and sometimes pillows, like this one here was supposed to be a bag at one point and it turned into a pillow. I would have gotten way more use out of it if it was a bag. Just saying. But I ended up buying this because I want to make a bag out of it. And again, we'll see how that goes. If it doesn't look good, then maybe just a pillow, you know? And I did buy 2 of these. So this is a newer yarn to me. It did say new when I went to Michael's, but that could just be new to Canada. So who knows how long this yarn has been out there. But I would love to make a video of this yarn and the other yarn and just kind of reviewing it and just making something cute with it. In the comments below, let me know what y'all are working on this week. And if you did go to Knit City Toronto, let me know what your experience was. I think that does it for this video, so y'all have a good day now.